They're calling this the trucker convoy of 2024. But there are no trucks here. I haven't seen or heard that there were any trucks. Where are the trucks? I'm heading to Bessemer, Alabama. Let's go. I mean, boy, do we get a bunch of nonsense through our media. And not just nonsense, it's non-factual. Made up opinions passed on as news. And it comes very much so from the right, but not exclusively. And the liberals, the left, I mean, if you nut jobs just simply come out everywhere, as the right does with the facts and the counter story, I'll bet it might not be received, but at least it's out there, right? I can hear it right now. Here's the problem. I can hear it. Many say it's out there, it's just not getting the attention that the right is saying. Well, my answer to that is simply try harder, dude. Try harder. Do more TV, do more radio, do more pressers, rallies. Just be more places. Just do more. The far right does. That's what they're doing. And what they're putting out is complete nonsense. It's totally insane. Non-factual, opinionated, quote-unquote news. Like this trucker convoy of 2024, they're calling it. Heading to Eagles Nest, Eagles Pass, whatever it's called, out in Texas, to do something. I don't know. To do something at the border. I don't know what they're planning on doing. It's a couple of things here that caught my attention, though. One, wrong. It's not a trucker convoy. I've heard, seen, and read there's no trucks. There may be some F-150s, some Chevy, some Dodge, pickup trucks. There are no big rigs. There's no semi-trucks there. In fact, as of this video, there were only 20 some odd cars from what's being reported. Number two, once this convoy gets to Eagles Pass, Eagles Nest, wherever in Texas and Arizona, somewhere around Yuma and Santa Central, California, what do they plan on doing? What's the plan for this so-called God Army? This take our border back army. That's what they're calling themselves, the God Army. What do they plan to do once they're there? What are they gonna block the border patrol checkpoints? Is that their plan? Is that their goal? That's their end goal? What exactly do they plan on doing once they get to these locations? I mean, I feel a lot of these people have never been to a border crossing before in their lives. What do they plan to do? Do they actually think that the Border Patrol agents would just say, okay, come on in, go right ahead, do whatever you plan on doing here at the border? Come on. And by the way, think about this. What exactly are these morons saying to the Border Patrol agents down there? That they aren't doing their jobs? Is that what they're saying? Because it certainly seems that way to me. Are you saying that the Border Patrol agents aren't doing their jobs? That's what it implies. That's exactly what it implies. Your actions at the with this convoy to the border crossing implies that our Border Patrol agents aren't equipped or able to handle the task of their job, which, by the way, is why the Biden administration, love it or hate it, has asked for funding and hiring of mass Border Patrol agents, in which Republican congressional members shut down. Look it up. Here's the thing from my view. We aren't going to stop migration. Hell, our country was built on migration. Can we slow it? Yes. Some administrations slowed it down while others sped it up during the administration. But whether it was Trump or Obama, Bush or Clinton, or even let's go Brandon, right? No administration has ever stopped immigration. And here comes some hit you in the gut news. No administration will. Won't happen. You want to stop illegal immigration? Forget about the migrant that is coming across the border to simply earn $1 to convert it into 17 or even more in another country. Let's forget about them for a second and focus on the real problems. It's not immigration. It's the businesses, the corporations, the industries that hire them. Nobody ever calls out these people. No one ever calls them out. They're clearly breaking the law by hiring the quote-unquote cheap labor. Or, let me take that back, the cheaper labor, because Lord knows American citizens are cheap labor. Come on. So the cheaper labor, the cheapest labor in immigrants. Nobody ever goes to say, hey, let's crack down on these businesses, these corporations that are hiring. I feel if we do that, it dries up the workforce. It dries up that workforce, and word gets around to relatives in those countries and even here at home that there are no jobs for us here. And bam! Illegal immigration has slowed. I didn't say it stopped, but it slowed. Because you aren't stopping it. There's no way you're going to stop it. It hasn't been stopped. Decades. Centuries. It's not stopping. You're not going to stop it. Now I have a challenge for you far right and even you lefties out there that claim we are losing our countries to someone or something. Go to another country. Grab a passport and travel to another country. We are getting such a raw and bad view of other countries around the world, it's upsetting. Countries are being portrayed as this awful environment and culture, and no one can live there, and blah blah. It just goes on and on and on. It's insane. Look at the lifestyles and the wages and the culture. It's not that far from ours. Some are thriving, others aren't, just like ours. There's crime and protest, just like ours. So why do we put them down? And how do you fault an individual who only is attempting to better their situations? Isn't that what we all do? How do we fault that? Take our border back. Really? Who exactly is stating take our border back? Who is saying this? Whom are they stating it to? Because from my very public LAUSD education, I learned, number one, parts of this country was stolen from a people. So take back what? I learned that parts of this country was owned by a people. Hello, Texas, Arizona, California. So take back what? Do we need to hear the story and that nonsense we were taught about old Davy Crockett in that coon skin hat? Oh, and what's his name? Sam Houston? We need to hear that story and how we were told a sham there? We should be pissed, and especially black folks, because we were all rooting for the wrong side at that Alamo. Take back what? If you aren't mad, you aren't paying attention. It's crack bent or broken.